Back for another segment of Coaches Club, and today I'm joined by Jesse Castro, whose team is coming off the sixth straight conference tournament. How you doing today, Jesse?
Doing very well. Thank you, Gabe, for having me.
No problem. You guys, like I just said, you guys just won 6 in a row. What's been the catalyst, or like what has it taken for you guys to be so dominant as of late?
Well, undoubtedly the Lord has blessed our program, because when we first reinstated the program back in 2006, we were NCAA Division I, and we had won the Eastern Regional National Qualifier in Division I 4 out of 5 years in a row. Coming into the NCAA and winning it 6 straight is definitely a blessing. And I feel like God's hand is on our program. Tradition, there's a lot to say about tradition. There's a lot to say about the momentum of a program, a successful program. And I think that, this 6th championship is part of that. Right.
And Josh Lorenzi, I feel like you and I have been talking about him all year, the last 2 years, and he's been one of those guys who have been really dominant. How has this work ethic just, picked up, this second half of the season?
Josh is, man, what a blessing he is. He came 3 years ago as a walk-on kid here from New York, and he's one of the kids on our team that I can honestly say that has an NCAA Division I mentality, training mentality. As far as his skill level and talent, perhaps it's not at that level, but he overcompensates with his work ethic. And so to see him become the 9th wrestler in school history to break the 100 win mark, the history since 1973, is a fulfilling experience for us as a coaching staff, because again, talent-wise, he wasn't a premier recruit. He's a walk-on, but worked extremely hard. And to see him, place at every major tournament we had this year, win his second conference championship in a row, and being ranked right now #1 in the country at his weight class it's a great accomplishment for him.
And you guys are getting prepared for nationals now, but rewinding, have you guys exceeded your expectations that you set at the beginning of the season, or you're right on par with what you wanted?
That's a great question. I think we're about on par, and I think we could have exceeded our expectations at this point, but we had some things occur in our program, as every program does every year, Gabe. You know that. It's hard to anticipate those things, but as far as kids leaving the program mid-year for whatever reasons, academic reasons or financial reasons, and injuries, that really thwarted our objectives and goals for this year. However, so I guess maybe we have exceeded, in the sense that because of these obstacles, we've done as well as we have done. I think that is a testament to our year. However, we're still very thin, for lack of a better term, in the lower weights. We've been wrestling handicapped all year long without a 125-pounder. So to compensate for that loss, of not having someone there, it's a great tribute.
And all of those nicks and bruises and those hard-fought tournaments this season have prepared you guys for nationals. So what are you expecting out of nationals this year from your team?
Well, I'm expecting a lot better year this year than I had last year. That's for sure. I think we will exceed last year's expectations. Although 4th place in the nation last year wasn't bad. That's not my point. But I really think that we're going to be an underdog to win this thing. But I think we have an outside shot, with the help of a lot of other programs, to upset Emmanuel University down in Georgia. They're returning national champs. They're a fully funded program transitioning to the NCAA Division II, which means they have 9.9 scholarships, and so that's tough to compete with. However, I feel like we wrestled them in the finals of the national duels this year, and I think we won 4 matches out of the 11 matches, but every single other match was hard fought and within distance to catch them. So to answer your questions, I have higher expectations. We're excited, and we're excited for what's ahead of us here, and look for big things from the Flames.
And like you just said, you guys have already wrestled Emmanuel, so you got that experience against them. So do you think that experience and the guys knowing their guys, how they move and stuff, you think that's going to help better prepare you guys for facing them at nationals?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. And that's part of scheduling as coaches. That's that's planned. That's calculated to wrestle these teams in the national duels to see them there. But honestly, we schedule tougher teams throughout the year. We wrestle in NCAA Division II, Division III, Division I tournaments, Gabe, and so we're seeing competition throughout the year that is equivalent, if not better, than Emmanuel. So, and I try to drill that into our heads. There's a method to our madness when it comes to our scheduling. So, this is just another match, and if we can go out there and pivot off of our scheduling experience with tougher teams, I think we have a shot, an outside shot at this thing.
Well, March 9th, national start for you guys. Wish you best of luck down there in Allen, Texas.
Gabe, thank you.
No problem. For Jesse Castro, I'm Gabe Henderson for LFSN, signing off.